right now. Now, you're probably wondering, well, what is this? You are looking at the VersatoneXT. This is your EMS and TENS therapy belt kit. Now, that's a lot of words, right? You're probably like, well, what does that mean? Well, are you looking to temporarily relieve pain, maybe on the go? Think about your lower back pain. Maybe it's your shoulders, right? Your arms. This is super discreet that you can wear underneath your clothes, even when you're in the office. Now, maybe you want to work out without actually having to work out. That's right. You can actually put this around your stomach or those areas, and it will basically work out your abs. How does it do this? We're going to get into that technology. But today, this belt is under $70. This previously was $100, so you are looking at $30 off or 30% off today. I want you to think about, right, those areas that you find hard to reach. Maybe, right, you've spent a lot of money to go into a practice to get a TENS unit put on you. You don't have to do that anymore. Now you can do this in the comfort of your own home. We're going to talk about the intensity levels. We're going to talk about what EMS is and really what a TENS unit is if you're not familiar. But before we do that, I want to bring in our special guest, Marielle Viola. I hope I said that one right. She is a trainer. She actually owns a fitness studio. You have, I mean, gosh, you are so fit. Look at this. Look at her, guys. Like, you don't even stand next to me. Stand over here, girl. So she knows what she's talking about. And this is something I know you use, but you also, you know, want your clients to use, right?
Yes, totally. This is very, very great. It's an awesome product to use for pain management, like you were saying, and for contracting the muscles. So EMS is a very big fancy word for electrical muscle stimulation. So all that means is it contracts the muscles. So yes, just like what you were saying, this is something that you can do while you're training. I am a trainer, so I'm going to say we got to train too, but this also really helps contract the muscles. And then TENS, as I said, is a very big word for transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation.
Oh yeah,
okay?
It's a lot of words.
Yeah, it's a lot of words, and all that means is that it's going to block the nerves, okay? So it's going to block the pain. So it's great for lower back pain. It's great for pain in any area that you have. This is, you know, don't let this get it twisted. Like, this belt, it's great. You can put it right in your midsection, but it's also great for, it can wrap around your quad, it can wrap around your hip, it can wrap around any area. You can even put it on your glutes, okay? You can contract the glutes. So it's not just for the midsection, it just fits really well in this area. And it's just really great for, again, pain management and contracting the muscles at the same time. It's awesome.
Now, is this something, because my husband used to have to pay to go into therapy and get these TENS units. They were all these little things, right? And I feel like the technology has come such a long way. If we can get this home now without a prescription, without having to go into a doctor's office, right?
Exactly, and that's a really great point. So I have scoliosis, actually. All that means is my back S-shaped spine, okay? So I've always kind of had lower back pain. Now, I went to chiropractors for a while, and what they do in the chiropractor's office is they'll put on little patches, and that is called a TENS unit. The great thing about this is it's so easy. You can bring this anywhere. You can be driving with this. You can be doing your remote job in this. You can literally bring it anywhere, and it's just a very great way, and it's very, very convenient instead of going to the chiropractor's office and having to put on those, you know, big patches, and they're sticky, and then you have to, you know, they're not reusable. You have to buy new patches. So this is just a lot more convenient and easy. Like, you can do it anywhere. And that is like the best part of this, in my opinion.
Now, I know this is customizable too, right? So can you walk us through that? How does it work? Like, how many levels is it? And what should we do once we get this home, right? Maybe we've never used one before.
Okay, so it's very easy. So what I'm holding right now is the remote control.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna pop that on the front, click, click, and then from there, I'm gonna hit the plus button. That turns on the belt, okay?
Oh.
That turns it on, very easy. Now from here, it's gonna say EMS 1. So remember, EMS just stands for contracting the muscles. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So number 1, that is to firm. Number 2 is to tone. Number 3 is to strengthen. And 4 is a combination of all 3 of those. Okay, so what I recommend is for the first mode, so let's go back to 1. The first mode right here, that is going to firm. So it's going to be a little bit lighter of a contraction. Now, if we head to 2, that's going to help tone. So that's just going to be a different type of contraction. Number 3 is to strengthen. So you're definitely going to feel a lot more contraction with this. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't feel bad. It feels It feels like you're doing an ab exercise. So if you were to go to the gym and you were to start to do crunches, it feels like that. Now, if we go to...
Without actually having to do the crunch,
Without
right?
having to do the crunch, yes.
Okay.
And again, people ask me, my family, when I was on last week, they're like, does it like actually work? Like, if you're skeptical, it does work. Abs are, you know, it's a combination of nutrition, I'm gonna say, because I'm a trainer.
Yeah.
But that unravels the abs. But the point is, like, if we're not even talking about aesthetics, having deep core muscles is very important because that is gonna help with the pain of your lower back. So it's very important to have a stable core. So now if we go to TENS 1, see that right there, and TENS 2. There's 2 different modes here.
Okay.
There is pain point and then deep muscle, okay? So again, TENS is for the pain management.
Oh,
So
there,
we would
I see it
flip
right there, TENS 2, okay.
So we would flip this around. I would flip this around, but I have a mic on top of this.
Okay.
So I would flip this around, and then that would help with the pain management of my back.
Okay, got it. And is this one size fits most?
One size fits most. So this belt is very, very big. You can see right here. I'm kind of tiny, so I really had to kind of bring it around. If you're a tiny person like me, you just bring it through this loop right there, and it completely is secure, okay?
So I just put it on my back. Now, listen, I know we're gonna show kind of how this can work either way, where you can wrap it and everything, but I do know that, you know, people like to hear from us, but they also want
Yes.
to hear from their peers, right? We have someone who is going to give us a testimonial on how this has impacted their life.
The power in that belt just made you feel like something was happening all the time. Plus, the flexibility of I can put it on and go sit at my desk and do work, or I can go for a walk. You know, it's very flexible. It's literally making you feel like you're exercising.
The best thing that came from this journey for me, I think, is trying a product that actually worked. And you could feel it working.
Easy to use. I didn't have to figure out how I was going to lay, how I was going to sit, how I was going to adjust to what I typically
Yeah, it was
do.
pretty easy.
I could simply put the belt on. I worked in it. I took calls, Zoom calls, telephone calls. I did housework with this thing. And again, that little glimmer of hope in this easy to use
What I
belt.
liked is I started seeing little lines on my stomach that I haven't seen in maybe 50 years, I don't know, for a long time. It was different. I didn't expect the results that I got. I really thought, oh, it's just another gimmick, but it actually was kind of addictive. I really enjoyed relaxing with it, even doing some work with it. And I made sure that I stuck to it twice a day. It was simple to use, and you can use it while you do anything else. That was the thing that I loved the most about it. So do it.
I mean, I love that. People, men, women, all different ages, right? Different issues that they're having.
Yes.
And that's the thing too, right? Maybe it's your lower back one day and I've kind of turned it around so you can, you know, use it and see how it would be on your lower back. But maybe like you were saying, right? It could be your thigh. It could be your upper arm. It could be any of those areas. Remember, this is TENS therapy that you're getting and or you're also getting EMS. So it has dual purposes here. But if you've ever used a TENS unit and then just like you were talking about the sticky pads, you don't know where to get them, they're falling off. Could you drive in that? Could you walk around in that? No, everything's coming off of you, right?
Totally.
Guys, this is under $70. It's a holiday price. We do so many things for other people. Make sure you're doing something for yourself. Give yourself the gift of health and wellness this season. You don't have to go get a prescription for this. No doctor's appointment necessary. You just have to get it home. And remember, you have until the end of January. So if you're skeptical, that's fine. Get it home, take the challenge, try it out. Right, Marielle?
Yes. Yes, and again, I have trained so many different walks of life. I've trained a lot of different people. So if you're somebody that's an athlete, this is very useful. If you're somebody that is just getting into working out, maybe you have a lot of pain, again, very useful. So this is a very versatile belt. It's really great for so many types of people. So, you know, if you're on the edge, I want you to know that this isn't, it's not gonna hurt you, okay? It's not gonna hurt. It's gonna feel good, and it's only gonna make you feel a lot better, and it's just gonna help your abs contract, and it's gonna help with your pain management in your back.
Well, and we're talking about the abs there, but you just saw other people use that, right? I mean, you don't see it underneath the clothes. It's very discreet. By the way, it comes with an extender, so if you know, are a little bit bigger, right? Because listen, some of you guys out there are like a 5XL and 6 foot tall. We've got you covered in here. It is going to be that one size fits most, but I do want to show you here kind of the inside of this. This is where, can you kind of walk us through what this is and how we do it? When we get it home, do we put put this right on, it comes with a little water sprayer, right?
Yes, so to activate it, instead of having those sticky pads like you would have in the chiropractor's office, to activate it, you just fill this with water and you just spray those little pads. Okay, I don't have actual water in this.
We're pretending to spray water, guys.
I'm pretending to spray right now. But you would spray those pads ever so slightly,
okay,
and then bam, it's activated.
See, I love that because before, and if you've had an old TENS unit, right, that you've had to get a prescription for, paid a lot of money for, how much did you have to pay to keep buying those sticky pads? This is a one and done. Think about getting your therapy on the go. Now, I was reading on this, and I know you can walk us through, Mariel, that there's like 19 intensity levels to this. So can you talk to us about that, right? Like, if this is my first time doing it, where do I start? Because obviously what I do might feel different for me than it would for my husband, right?
Exactly. So I would advise anybody out there that is just starting out with a unit like this for EMS or TENS, I would advise from going from anywhere from 1 to 3.
Okay.
Okay, so it goes all the way up to 19, which is awesome, but it's the same thing if you were working out in the gym. Are you gonna start, you know, deadlifting immediately?
Oh, yeah, no, we're not doing that.
245s on each side? Probably not. So start small, and then your body will get used to it, and then that's where you increase the intensity. So, you know, I advise, again, if you don't really feel it a lot, you want to be able to feel it. So for the contraction, you want to feel the contraction. So if 3 is a little bit too, you know, you're not really feeling it as much, I would advise to go to 5, and then from there just start to edge up. Every single week, maybe add 2. Okay, every single week. So I advise to use this 3 times a week.
Okay.
Okay, along with exercise if you can, of course. If you can't, that's okay. 3 times a week, all right? And then you can just bring that intensity up. And again, it goes to 19. So 19 is very intense, okay? So if you're somebody that's familiar with this unit, you can start a little bit higher. But if you're new to this, I would start a little bit lower, from anywhere from 1 to 3. And again, just start to every single week. Let's try to increase that intensity every week.
Okay,
so
that makes sense.
Yep.
So listen to your body, guys. Essentially, listen to your body. But remember, this isn't just for one person. This is for all ages, right? No matter kind of what that issue, well, obviously it's not for kids, but you know, for you who've had therapy, maybe it is that lower back pain. Maybe it's that leg pain that you have. It could be an old injury. Maybe it's even in your shoulder. You can wrap this around your shoulder. Perhaps you do want to get that muscle stimulation in the abs, right? Maybe working out isn't for you, meaning you can't do it physically. You can't sit there and do that ab work because of the back pain, right? This is going to do that for you, and it's all in one. You just have to get it home to try it out. $30 off, or 30% off today. We started off with less than 1,000 available to you. I don't know if and when we'll get this back in, but if you are looking to, you know, really upgrade your TENS unit, remember this is TENS and EMS in one. This is going to be the unit for you. One size fits most. It comes with the extender, and it's rechargeable, guys. So, you know, you don't have to buy batteries or anything. This is a one and done. No more buying pads, no prescription.
Yes.
You just have to get it home. You have until the end of January to try it out. 891696 is your item number. $23 and change will help you to get that home on a flex pay. So get it home, try it out. See how you like it.
Yes.
Mariel, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
coming
so
in
much.
this
So
morning.
great
You
to
look
see
so
you.
guys, she is so fit. Like I'm like like, are you real? She looks like a Barbie. This is insane. I love this. You're fabulous.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys. Also available. Let's see, what do we have?